Hey guys, it's Megan. I just wanted to give you a quick update on me because I've been kind of MIA and I've wanted to post so many videos. I wanted to do an ASMR video. I also wanted to do a drugstore haul video, but unfortunately I do have kidney stones, which I am trying to pass. I'm sitting in bed and I'm currently taking Flomax and a bunch of painkillers, and what happened to me is I went out to eat with my mother on Monday. We went to get some Mexican food, and I'm currently trying to kind of watch my weight because going down to my dad's house on spring break. My older kids are going to be with their dad, and I'm going to take my babies down to the kind of Gulf part of Florida, and I'm going to go visit my dad and my stepmom, and we're going to go have kind of like a little, like a vacation with the hubby and the younger babies. So anyway, I went to go out to eat with my mom, and we were just going thrifting after we went out to eat. One of my favorite pastimes. I just love to go to Goodwill and just find, fun deals on Senior Citizens Day with my mom, because she gets her 25%. Is it 20% or is it 25%? I can't remember. But anyway, it's a good deal. So anyway, I had a really good meal and everything like that. And then I was just walking through Goodwill with my mom, and I just had like these incredibly painful, like, back pain, like in my lower left back, and I just, like, I'd never felt anything like it other than to describe it as like contractions. Like, that's how it felt. Like, it felt like I was about to give birth. And yeah, so incredibly painful. Like, it hurt to talk, it hurt to move, it hurt to breathe, and I was just like, something is not right. So I told my mom, and I'd actually gotten my period the day before, so I thought, okay, yeah, this is definitely not period cramps. I've had really bad period cramps before. It was not that. And so yeah, I paid for my items, and we got out to the car, and I couldn't even drive. So my mom drove me back to the house, and my mom was like, well, maybe it's kidney stones, because my older brother, he had actually had them before, and he was actually hospitalized for it. He stayed in the hospital for a few days for it. And as you guys know, I'm a veteran, so my mom was like, why don't I just watch the kids, and you go down to the VA hospital. So I went inside, told her what to do with the kids, and, my older kids are about to get off the bus soon, and I took some, like Tylenol, and I got in my car, and I drove down to the VA hospital. Luckily, there wasn't any traffic coming, going towards Atlanta. It was all coming back from Atlanta, because it was like rush hour. Everybody was coming back from work. So anyway, to make a long story short, they were closing the valet parking at the VA hospital, so I was really upset about that, because I did not know how I was going to walk to the emergency room. I mean, it hurt so freaking bad. Like, that's how much pain I was in. So I told the valet parking guy, I was just like, I know you're about to get off work, but there's no way I can walk to the emergency room. There's no way. And all the parking next to the ER was all handicap parking, and I don't have a handicap sticker. I am a disabled veteran, but I don't have a handicap sticker. So I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So, and he was not forgiving at all. I was actually very upset. So I was just like, oh, crap. So I found the closest non-handicap spot I could find to the ER, and this nice old lady came out of the ER, and she had just gotten off her shift, and it was like God's divine mercy, and she saw me, and I was holding onto the railing, and I was just like, you know, holding onto the railing bit by bit, trying to get into the emergency room. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And so I was like, "No." And I was like, "I think I have kidney stones." And she was like, "Oh my gosh." So she like grabbed my arm and like just, you know, put my arm over her shoulder, and she just like walked me slowly by slowly into the ER. And the people in the ER could not have been nicer. I was really disappointed with the people at the Valley Parking. I thought they could have been cooler, you know. What if I was a geriatric and I couldn't walk or anything like that? I mean, and it was really late at night. I mean, it wasn't late at night. It was like after 5 o'clock, but you know, it was dark outside. So, I mean, I thought they could have done better on that part. The VA is definitely getting better. I am seeing a lot of changes at the VA, but I thought that was kind of shady. So I got into the VA hospital, and I did a urine sample, and sure enough, there was blood in my urine, and you could see it plain as day. I mean, I was pissing straight up blood. And, I mean, it's usually always like this, but I'm usually one of the fewer, females in the ER, and I'm always the youngest one in there, because it's always, you know, older patients, and I don't have a problem with that. I like talking to the older people. They always have cool war stories, and if there are younger people in there my age, they're always men. Sorry, I got something on my camera. But anyway, so they had a bunch of female nurses in there, and they couldn't have been nicer, and they like really expedited me because they could tell like I was in a lot of pain. And so they got me over to a male PA, and he was probably a couple of years older than me, but he was so nice. Like, he got me back into the CT, and sure enough, on the CT scan, they saw my kidney stones, and they weren't real big, but, you know, they were significant enough to where he could tell I was in a lot of pain. And so he took me back into his office, and he told me about his situation with his kidney stones, and he wrote me up some prescriptions. And I guess they don't break up the kidney stones with the ultrasounds or the ultrasonic technology unless it's like a certain size. So it is something that I can pass, but it's still going to be really painful, unfortunately. They said it can take anywhere from a couple hours to a couple days. And this was on Monday, and it's now, what is today? Today's Thursday, I think. Yeah. So it's been several days, and I still have not passed them. Unfortunately, I'm just going to kind of have to bear with it because, you know, Sunday's Easter, and I'm not missing Easter. My kids are having an Easter egg hunt at my mother-in-law's house on Sunday, and she's got a huge big yard. She's got a couple acres, and she's making Easter egg hunt. She's making Easter eggs for all the grandkids. She's got 8 grandkids. She's only got 2 sons, my husband and his brother, but there's a lot of grandkids because, you know, I have my 2 older kids, and then it's, you know, a bunch of blended families. My sister-in-law, she has a daughter from a previous relationship too. And, so anyway, and there's a bunch of toddlers because, there's toddlers on my, brother-in-law's side too. So, and they're all boys. So anyway, they're so cute. Maybe I'll post some pictures if I feel well enough. But yeah, hopefully, I feel well enough. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to need a cane because I actually got up and took a shower today, and I did my makeup just so that I would feel, you know, not so crummy. And I stood up and did my makeup in the I stood up and I took a shower today, and I did my makeup in the bathroom for probably like, I don't know, 30 minutes, and it hurt. So, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be standing up during church, and I'm probably not going to be doing a whole lot of standing on Easter, but I don't know. If you guys have any tips or tricks to get rid of these stupid stones, like, I'm all down for that. I definitely want to get rid of them before I go on my trip, but I'm definitely going on my trip come hell or high water. I mean, my doctor told me that, you know, he still had to work when he was passing his kidney stones, and what actually had happened was he was driving on 85, and he actually passed the stones. And if you're familiar with 85 or Atlanta, well, 85 goes through a couple of different states, but 85's like really busy, and it's like not a good place where you want to be, like if you're passing kidney stones. So he actually like had to pull over and like pass them really quick. But he said like the best way to describe it is like you feel like this immense pressure and like boom, like you feel like this like relief, like he told me the best way to describe it as if coming from a female's perspective, like he's heard a couple women talk about passing kidney stones as if you're like giving birth and then like you have the baby and then like it's just out and it's just like so anyway, I'm drinking lots of fluids and I'm working on some adult coloring, and I'm watching like lots of like television. I love Forensic Files, and I love to watch just all those crime show television series they have on like what is the name of that channel? I can't even. I like to watch like HGTV. Like I'm really big into that kind of stuff. So anyway, I like to play on Pinterest and just kind of get DIY like stuff too. Like, what do you guys like to do when you're like sick in bed? So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update and like didn't want you to think that I was like totally ignoring my YouTube channel, but that's what's going on with me. So I'm totally sorry. If I'm not back on before Easter. I hope you guys have a fabulous Easter, and I'm very religious, so I'm totally going to be giving thanks to God and going to church and enjoying my babies and their Easter egg hunt, and yeah, so I'm going to be having a great big family spread, and yeah, I'm probably going to be having some sweets. I am trying to lose weight so I can look good in my bathing suit because I have put on a couple pounds, but oh well, you only live one life, right? So anyway, I hope you guys, like I said, have a fabulous Easter, and yeah, so hopefully I'll get around to those videos. And I want to do in a March favorites because I found so many beauty products that I love this month, and I also did my couponing on Sunday, and I still have not gotten around to that. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous weekend. Bye.